So I'm trying out new gels today. GU Energy Gels. This is the salted caramel variety. And the reason I'm trying some new gels is that these are going to be the gels that are on course at Tarawera. Normally I use the Maurten gels, but I thought, why not give these a try? See if the stomach can handle them, be okay with them, and if so, then just means that I don't have to carry quite so many gels on course at Tarawera. So I've had one of these already. This is my second one now that I'm 2.5 hours in. Had the first one. It does leave a little bit of a, I guess you could say, a sickly taste, a sweet taste. That's better. A sweet taste in the mouth for a little while afterwards. You don't get that so much with the Maurten gels, but I haven't had any issues yet. That's pretty good. I've got another one here. I probably won't use it today. Yeah, so it's just about trying a new gel. Just trying little things out here now on the trails. Heaps of single tracks I've been running today. Aim is 3.5 hours, so I'll see you at the finish. 3 hours 30 on the dot, 29.3 kilometres, 653 metres of elevation, so another good long run out on the trails. That's the end of week 6 for this training block, heading towards Tarawera, 102 kilometre trail race, over 100 kilometres for the week. Here we are again, guys. MAF test number 2 in this training block for the Tarawera 102k Ultra Trail. Comes around quick, I tell you. 3 weeks since the last one. I'm doing them every 3 weeks in this training block because it's only 8 weeks now until Tarawera. Just doing them a little bit more regularly than monthly, just to gauge the improvement. Not real confident about today's test, but anyway, this is what's on the training plan for today, is a MAF test. So we're going to give it another crack today and see what happens. Another warm morning. I've tried to replicate everything the same as the first MAF test. It's a little bit after 9 o'clock. I've had breakfast, coffee, and I'm starting the MAF test the same as last time. 10-minute walk, warm up into a 10-kilometre MAF test, and then a 10-minute walk cool down. Had a rest day yesterday. Now this is the only thing that's different from the previous test. First test I did a 20-kilometre run the evening before, so it's going to be interesting just to see how the results differ from test 1 to test 2, having a rest day yesterday. I did go to the physio yesterday and had some more treatment on my plantar fascia, that attachment point which has been giving me some dramas for most of this year actually. It is pretty good at the moment. I'd say that there's probably about 15 or 20% left to go there. So that treatment is working good, that shockwave, and also the needling, which is a little bit on the painful side after yesterday it was. I'm not going to film the MAF test today. I'll check back with you later. Those up there. Oh, come on. Done. Second MAF test done. That was a little bit of a challenge to keep to 130 beats per minute. Quite warm, humid, a little bit breezy as well. And from about 6k, the heart rate did jump between 130 beats and 132 beats per minute. I did start off a lot more conservatively in this MAF test. First MAF test, I think I went out too quick. Plus, I don't think that the Garmin chest heart rate strap was working quite perfectly in test 1. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't go out too quickly today. A lot slower than the first MAF test, and I think that's because the little issue I did have with the strap. I was actually quite pleased with that test. Was able to hold a reasonably consistent pace. Yeah, the heart rate did jump a little bit towards the back end, and I did have to check my pace. That's understandable in the conditions at the moment because it is quite warm. But I'm really happy with that, and I'll put the comparison up here on screen so you can see from MAF test to MAF test. But I did feel really quite comfortable, and I would have been quite happy to have sat around that 4 minutes 40 per kilometre pace, and it would have been okay. The reason my pace did drop off was that I was really quite conscious today about keeping that heart rate at that MAF heart rate level. I know it's hard to gauge from test to test because that first one was probably a little bit skewed, but I think I'm heading in the right direction. I think my aerobic base is okay. All positive, and yeah, it just gives me a little bit of a kick along for these remaining weeks heading towards Tarawera. All right, I'm going to go and change my shoes now, and I'll probably do another 3 to 5 kilometres just to keep the mileage up for this week after I've had a bit of a rest day yesterday. And that's it for MAF test number 2.